This is a video with how-to with sticks, and this video is wicking bottles. You've probably seen my other video, which is a little rougher, but I've advanced over time and I have a lot more going on here. These bottles are all in a window. We're essentially outside here. These are in a sheltered area, but there's nothing keeping the temperature. So it's like, my thermometer says it's 50 something degrees right now, and we're still at the end of winter here. Anyway, these wicking bottles, I'll show you real quick. I've got plastic on the top that keeps the heat in. It also keeps the moisture in, so this is going to be really moist. They're in the germination process, so in theory, I haven't tried this before, but in theory this will cause them to grow faster, just like if you were to put them in a paper towel, moisten it, and put it in a plastic bag. This soil will be very moist. So I put the seeds in and I dripped water over the top of them, and then of course this is a wicking bottle, so naturally all other water will come up from the bottom to the seed, but you got to start a little bit of water in the top if the soil's dry on top. And I've just got a regular clip here to clip that on. Each of these bottles also has string, because when you go to plant these, you're going to want to separate the two pieces of bottle. And in order to do that, you need some sort of handle. So I just made some cheap string from a dollar store. They got very cheap string at the dollar store. And this just lifts out the whole plant. And you can plant that in there. Sorry if my video is a little shaky. And so the advanced part about this, I'll try to show you a good example. Here you can see there's a slit in the bottle. I just cut a slit. I didn't even cut the plastic off. I just bent it inside, and then I come over here and I take this watering can with a very, very small spout on it. I take that over here and I put that into the bottle. I can just press it right in there and tip it over, and that will start pouring water in. That way I don't have to try to separate them every time I need to add water. So I'll just put that back here. And you can see in the bottom of that one there's some orange material. That's some sort of fungi or some sort of water plant that grew in there on its own. It's good for the water, so I just leave it in there because it'll probably kill any bad bacteria. Not that that particularly matters either way, but it's a waste of time to try to empty it out all the time unless they're actually going to kill off the plants or something, which isn't going to happen. Let me show you also the wick. Okay, here we go. So the wick there is just a piece of cloth I purchased. You can use pretty much any cloth. It's practically irrelevant. As long as the cloth can absorb moisture, that'll be fine. And I just shoved that through the bottle hole. You don't want to let it run all the way up through the soil. Just let it stop. Let the cloth stop right at the bottom. Just leave it right there at the bottom. And that moisture, these will get so much moisture that some plants can't even tolerate it. So what you can do, let me see if I have an example here. Yeah, here's an example. I'll try to show this to you. Okay, so here's an example. I left the top on, I drilled a hole in the actual cap, and I put a smaller cloth through there. That's going to allow a lot less water to flow through, and so any plants that have issues with that, you can make a smaller cloth. If you really got to that point, most of the stuff you're not going to get to that point. Probably you're gonna plant these. Long before overwatering becomes an issue, because the seedlings can handle that. They'll they'll actually appreciate that initial plenty of water. And also, I should warn you, you'll see some of the plants, they'll grow roots into the bottom. I don't have any right now that do, but they will grow roots right through that lid. And I haven't had any die off because of that, but I just don't think I did anything very sensitive with it. Sensitive plants. And down here I keep extra bottles all prepped for the year. These are all pre-labeled. The best thing to do is to assemble the entire set. Make yourself a set of them, label them with tape, and then have a pen ready. And when you're ready to decide to plant something, you just, like I come over here and I grab some soil, I fill it up, and then these are all empty with water, so I put them where I'm going to put them, and then I fill them with water where they're going to stay. And I don't have to water them much. I could check these once a week and not have to worry about it. But yeah, this is a work in progress. It is working quite well. It worked last year. It'll work again this year, and I can plant tons of stuff this way. Good luck to you in your own project.